Why do some people seem to remember their past lives so vividly while others don't? It's a question that leaves us pondering the nature of memory, the soul, and reincarnation. Some individuals can recount lifetimes they've never physically experienced, while others may have no such memories at all. The truth behind this phenomenon goes deeper than mere curiosity. It's tied to our psychology, spirituality, and even our emotional state. Let's explore the reasons why some can recall their past lives, while others seem unable to. 1. The role of soul evolution. One compelling explanation is that some souls are more evolved than others, meaning they've traversed through many lives and accumulated vast spiritual wisdom. Those individuals who remember past lives might have reached a point in their spiritual journey where they can access the memories of past experiences. For these individuals, remembering isn't a random occurrence, but a natural part of their soul's development. The soul, being a continuous entity, becomes more adept at accessing knowledge from previous lifetimes as it matures. For others, the soul may still be working through fundamental lessons in the current life. People with fewer or no memories of past lives might not be spiritually ready to confront them yet. Their soul might still be gathering experiences and wisdom from the present moment, which blocks access to the deeper, accumulated knowledge of past incarnations. This suggests that remembering past lives is not universal, but dependent on the soul's readiness and its growth over time. Thus, some may remember their past lives while others don't, not because one person is more special than another, but because their spiritual evolution has reached a different stage. It's like a graduation process. You can't access your high school memories until you've gone through elementary school. 2. The influence of family lineage and ancestral memory. Ancestral memory, or the concept that our families and lineages pass down not just genetic traits but experiences and memories, could explain why certain individuals are more inclined to recall past lives. If past lives are tied to familial karmic cycles or unresolved ancestral trauma, these memories might surface as part of an individual's spiritual inheritance. Some believe that children born into families with strong ancestral connections to past events may feel the weight of these experiences more acutely, potentially triggering past life memories. This phenomenon can also be influenced by the collective memory of a community. For example, in cultures where reincarnation is accepted and practiced, children born into these environments may be more likely to recall past lives because they inherit a belief system that acknowledges these experiences. The mindset and environment can activate the dormant memories of previous lifetimes, making it easier for these individuals to remember. In contrast, people without this strong familial connection or cultural context may not experience such memories because there are no strong ancestral imprints to activate them. Their familial and cultural backgrounds may simply not be conducive to awakening past life memories. 3. Psychological readiness and emotional blockages. Sometimes, psychological factors play a significant role in whether or not someone recalls their past life experiences. Past life memories are often deeply tied to unresolved emotional traumas, fears, or desires. If someone has unresolved issues or psychological blockages, these can prevent the memories from surfacing. In some cases, the mind may suppress these memories because they are too traumatic or challenging to confront in the present life. People who are emotionally balanced or more open to introspection may have an easier time accessing their past lives because they are psychologically prepared to handle the emotional intensity of such memories. If a person is able to confront the trauma or emotions tied to their past lives, they might begin to recall vivid memories that reveal lessons from past experiences. Conversely, if someone is struggling with trauma or emotional imbalance in their current life, their subconscious mind may shield them from accessing memories of past lives until they are ready to process them. This suggests that psychological health and emotional openness are key factors in whether someone remembers their past lives. as these memories are often tied to deeply buried emotions and unresolved experiences. 4. The role of consciousness and brain activity. Recent research into consciousness suggests that the brain may not be the only thing responsible for memory and awareness. If consciousness is a universal, non-local phenomenon, then it might explain why some people have access to memories from past lives while others don't. The brain could be seen more like a receiver, filtering the universal consciousness and giving us access to only a fraction of what's available. People who experience past life memories might have a more heightened sensitivity to the energy fields or frequencies that connect us to these memories. It could be that their brain's electrical activity is more attuned to these deeper layers of consciousness, allowing them to pick up on memories from previous lifetimes. Alternatively, if someone's brain is not as receptive to these frequencies, they may not experience any recollections of past lives. This theory implies that the ability to access past life memories might not be directly tied to the mind's awareness, but to the way the brain receives and processes consciousness. It's not about remembering, it's about the ability to tune into the right frequency. 5. The power of regression therapy. Regression therapy, particularly through hypnosis or deep meditation, is often used to help individuals recall past life memories. This method has had varying degrees of success. Those who are more susceptible to the process might experience vivid recollections during regression sessions. However, individuals who are more resistant or skeptical may not undergo the same transformative experiences. The effectiveness of regression therapy seems to depend on an individual's openness, belief system, and willingness to surrender to the process. Some individuals are naturally more open to such methods, allowing their subconscious mind to reveal memories that have been hidden for years. Those who are skeptical or fearful of the unknown may create mental blocks, preventing these memories from surfacing. Regression therapy is not a magic bullet. For some, it provides access to powerful insights and experiences. For others, it can be a struggle with little to show for it. This suggests that readiness, psychological, emotional, and spiritual, is a major factor in whether regression therapy can unlock past life memories. 6. The influence of past life karma. Some individuals believe that our past actions or karma from previous lives can significantly influence whether we recall those lives. If someone has unresolved karmic debt from a previous life, those past life memories may surface as a way of helping the individual resolve that debt. People who experience past life memories may be doing so because they are actively working through unresolved karma. This idea ties into the concept that our actions in past lives have consequences that affect our present existence. If someone recalls a past life that was full of unresolved actions or negative energy, it might be a sign that their current life holds the key to resolving these karmic cycles. Conversely, individuals who do not recall their past lives may not have any significant karmic debt to resolve, so the memories remain dormant. Thus, karma may be a driving force behind the recollection of past lives, suggesting that people remember their previous lifetimes not because they want to, but because their soul needs to confront the actions they took in those lives. 7. The role of trauma and memory suppression. Past lives are often tied to intense emotional experiences, and for many, these experiences are buried deep in the subconscious mind. If a person experienced significant trauma in a past life, it's possible that these memories are suppressed as a form of psychological self-protection. The mind may decide to forget traumatic events from a past life to avoid reliving that pain in the present. For individuals who have undergone trauma in this life, the mind may be particularly prone to suppressing past life memories, especially if those memories are too painful to confront. Conversely, people who have not experienced as much trauma or emotional pain may find it easier to access these memories. Trauma suppression could be one of the most significant factors preventing people from remembering past lives, as the mind works to shield them from overwhelming emotional experiences. In this way, trauma, whether from this life or previous ones, can play a large role in blocking or unlocking the memories of our past lives. 8. The concept of life between lives. According to some spiritual traditions, there is a state between lives where the soul rests, heals, and reflects before reincarnating. Some individuals who remember their past lives might also have memories of the life between lives period. This state of consciousness is believed to be a place where souls evaluate their past actions, learn lessons, and make decisions for the next life. If someone remembers their past life experiences, they may also recall the wisdom and insights gained during this transitional phase. However, others may not have access to these memories simply because they have not yet reached a stage in their spiritual development where such recollections are available. This suggests that the ability to remember past lives is part of a larger spiritual process that includes not only remembering past lives, but also understanding the lessons learned between lives. In this context, the memories of past lives are just one part of the larger picture, and the ability to access them may be tied to the soul's growth and evolution over many lifetimes. 9. Environmental influence and timing. Certain environments can trigger past life memories. This is why people often have sudden flashbacks to past lives when visiting certain places or interacting with specific objects. These environmental triggers can bring memories to the surface, especially if the location or object has a deep connection to the person's past life experiences. Some individuals are more sensitive to these environmental cues, which causes them to recall events from a past life more readily. For example, someone might visit a place they've never been to, but feel an overwhelming sense of familiarity. They may have vivid dreams or flashes of memory that point to a life they once lived in that location. In contrast, others might visit the same place and feel no connection at all, indicating that environmental influences are a significant factor in triggering past life memories. The timing of when these memories emerge can also play a role. Some people may recall past lives at certain points in their life when they are more open or ready to accept them, while others may never experience these memories at all. 10. The mystery of consciousness. Finally, one of the most profound reasons why some people remember their past lives and others don't could lie in the nature of consciousness itself. If consciousness is not solely a product of the brain, but rather a universal energy, it might explain why certain individuals can tap into this universal consciousness more easily than others. People who remember past lives may be more attuned to this larger source of awareness, while others remain disconnected from it. The mystery of consciousness suggests that memory and awareness may not be confined to the brain or even to this lifetime. Past life memories might be part of a broader consciousness that is available to us all, but some individuals are simply more receptive to it than others. The true nature of consciousness might hold the key to understanding why some people can access memories of past lives, while others remain in the dark. The reasons why some people remember past lives while others do not are deeply tied to spiritual evolution, psychological health, ancestral factors, and even the nature of consciousness itself. It's not about one person being more special than another. It's about readiness, timing, and the ability to confront the emotional and spiritual aspects of existence. Past life memories are not always meant to surface. They come when the soul and mind are prepared to handle them. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.